on the Zoom.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me go to Facebook.
Let me go to Zoom.
Multipreneur, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Multipreneur.
Hello, everyone, and we are live. Welcome to our event on Multipreneur. And I'm Thomas, and I'm really glad to have have us sharing today. Sharing with us today, Katherine, who will be sharing on the topic of dietary supplements. Right. So we are broadcasting today live via stream and via StreamYard and Zoom, and also via the platforms of Multipreneur Facebook group, Multipreneur Facebook page, and also Pure Well Nutrition Facebook page. And of course, Multipreneur International Inner Circle. So we're simultaneously experimenting on 4 platforms at the moment. So really excited to be with all of you today. We're just gonna open up the various platforms to make sure that we are all live there. I'm going to open the Facebook page and the Facebook group for Multipreneur, and I'm also going to open the Multipreneur Inner Circle page.
Yes, we are live.
Yes. Okay. So yes, okay. Just as our preliminary, so let me do this properly. If you are watching this live, type #live, and if you're watching the replay, type #replay. Okay. Okay, yes, I see one live already. Okay, and then let me expand that. Okay, just doing the preliminary. Okay. And hey, is this the one? Hang on, let me. Okay, this is already here. It should be live on. All right. Which one are you looking at now? Are you looking at Pure Well?
Yeah, I'm looking at Pure Well.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. It's fine.
Okay,
I can see you
great.
very clearly.
Okay, that is great. That is great. So what I'm going to do is, I think Katherine can share screen as well on Zoom already.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, then let me share screen.
Yes.
Share.
Yay. All right. Ooh, nice slide, Katherine.
Lots and lots of pictures.
Yes. Picture tells 1,000 words, doesn't it? Okay.
Let me just shrink it up.
Okay. We're going to, yes. Fantastic. All right. I think with Zoom. Okay. All right. So whenever you're ready, we can share.
Hey, just a question, Thomas.
Yes.
Is this supposed to appear on Facebook as well, or no?
Yes. And it is appearing on the Multipreneur International Facebook group.
All right. But the presentation slide is not appearing. Is that how it's supposed to be?
It's appearing. You don't see it?
Oh,
Yeah,
it
is. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It takes a while. I think sometimes a bit of lag, but it should appear.
Okay, can.
Yeah.
Then I can start talking now.
Okay.
Sorry everyone for the confusion. This is the first time.
Yes.
I'm trying and I'm monitoring on. I'm also helping Thomas to monitor on the different Facebook.
It's okay.
Channels.
I can do it. It's fine. Yeah.
All right, so I'm
Yeah.
just gonna focus.
Yes. Yes.
Um, it's going to be a casual, relaxing talk, not one of those
Mm.
academic, super scientific info talk. But yes, it is scientific. So, right, so it's on nutritional supplements. And thank you first, Thomas, for having me here
Yes.
again.
No worries. Oh.
And there's been a lot of questions and confusion on
Mm.
nutritional supplements,
Mm.
especially in this time when everyone is trying to boost their immune system. And
Mm.
then somebody says, take this supplement, somebody will say, take that. So, yeah,
Mm.
so there's been a lot of questions. And
Mm.
I just wanted to clear some confusion.
Mm.
So, the main question is, do we
Sorry.
need them? Yeah, the nutritional supplements, do we really need them? It is true that for certain individuals, you don't need them, but we will explore to what extent that you will need them and to what extent that you don't, and what are your lifestyle that will help you to identify whether you need nutritional supplements or not. All right. So it's going to be a very neutral run through. It's going to be very short as well, about half an hour. Then we can ask, if anyone has any questions, you can always ask questions. Just post them on Facebook, and we will pick it up from there. Right. So before I jump into to answer the question, I just want to highlight a few different types. Yes, there are a few different types. We have functional food products, like the picture that you see here. These are usually food. So they are,
Mm.
yeah, green powders. In this case, this particular one is a green plus red whole food multivitamin powder. So
Mm.
those are usually considered food based,
Mm.
right? Whole food.
Mm.
And then you will have the vitamins and minerals that usually comes in capsule. So later I'll show you more pictures of what I mean by that. And you will also have herbs,
Mm.
herbal extracts. And then there is the single standalone phytonutrients like quercetin, resveratrol, lutein, uh, catechins, zeaxanthin, isoflavone. So these are standalone phytonutrients, and they are not the same as herbal extracts, though people usually confuse them and looked at them as though they are the same. They're actually not the same. They're similar, but not the same. And I will again explain to you the differences later. Okay, so functional foods, you're looking at it. Usually, you usually it's green food powders, spirulina powder, broccoli powder, maca powder. So those type of, usually it's organic, it's vegan based sometimes. So like in this case, it's organic and vegan, right? So you know the functional foods. Now let's look at the vitamins and minerals. So this is you will see two here. When it comes to vitamins and minerals, you have the multivitamin, which is a formula. That means it has a combination of an almost complete vitamin profile. You get your A, your Bs, all your Bs, your Cs, your E, your D, your K, and etc., etc., etc. Right? So those are multivitamins. And then you will have the standalone vitamins, like what you see here. It's standalone vitamin C. Sometimes you'll see standalone vitamin D, sometimes K, sometimes E, sometimes beta carotene. So you will, when it comes to vitamins and minerals, you will find it in a formula, or it can be standalone. So standalone minerals are like calcium, magnesium, zinc. So those are standalone, and you will also find multi-minerals, which are combination of minerals, calcium, magnesium, boron, manganese, iodine, iron, blah, 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 etc. Multi-minerals as well. But normally when you see a product being labeled as multivitamins, even though they don't put there multi-minerals, it just says multivitamin, usually is to tell you that, yeah, it's got a combination. You will also get a combination of minerals inside the product, right? If at any time you're unsure, always turn around, Look at the label and see if there's minerals included. Yeah, but it will. Usually when you see the word multi, it will be included. Now, this is what I meant by herbal extracts. So here you will see turmeric, super herbs, and on the other end, it's a type of mushroom. So mushroom extracts. Um, Sometimes we don't think of mushroom extract as herbal, but in the supplement world, it is categorized under herbal. Spices, herbs, those are any one of those type of extract will be categorized under herbal extracts. And a herbal extract contains thousands of different ingredients. So
Mm.
a herbal extract is not it's not a single vitamin compound,
Ah.
right? So there are thousands and thousands of active ingredient
Mm.
in a herbal extract.
So that is how it's different from purely broccoli and purely spirulina and things like that, right?
Yes, so the broccoli and spirulina are
Mm.
whole food.
Mm.
They are usually dried
Mm.
properly. All the nutrients are intact, and then they are grounded into powder base.
Mm.
So in that sense, it helps you. You can make it into smoothie or drink. So it helps you to increase your consumption of a certain food.
Mm.
Uh, Basically, in this modern world, usually it's fruits and vegetables lah. That's why we are lacking lah. So usually you'll see broccoli, spirulina, chlorella, those green
Yes.
vegetables and all that.
Yes.
Herbal extracts are herbs, but they are extraction from the herbs,
Mm.
and they can have hundreds and thousands of phytonutrients. Remember, I mentioned phytonutrients. Okay,
Yes.
and phytonutrients is one ingredient from the herbal extract. So you take one
Mm.
ingredient out.
Mm.
Like in
Mm.
this case, quercetin,
Mm.
which is found primarily in onions. You get very high amount in
Oh.
those purplish colored onions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to phytonutrients, it can be herbs. It can be extracted from any plant or fruits or vegetables or berries. So it's just an extraction from there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So and in functional food, they would just take the different
The whole
foods
food. Yeah.
and ground it and then put that into powder.
Yes.
I hope I am not lagging too much though. Oh dear.
You look. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some lag there.
Yeah. Okay. But I think audio wise, somehow it seems okay for now.
Audio, you're fine. Only
Yeah.
the video portion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thomas is frozen in the
It,
video.
it is. It is. And I'm trying to find a way to, but and well, okay, at the moment, okay, I think I'm unfrozen now. Yeah.
Yes, you're unfrozen now. Are you frozen now? Okay. Now I'm just going to carry on. Sorry, in case you're watching live, you're wondering. Yeah, there's some lag, but okay, I will carry on now. Thomas, are you still there? Thomas. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I lost Thomas. Just give me a few seconds. I'm just going to check Facebook and see if Thomas is still live on Facebook. If he is, I'll continue on. If not, then I will try and contact him and see how we can carry on with this. Oh, I think Thomas just dropped off. Can you log back in, Thomas? Can you hear me? All right, Thomas, I will just continue on with the presentation, if you don't mind. All right, so now we have covered the different types, the functional food, the multivitamins and minerals. So now we're going to talk about, do you need to supplement? As I mentioned earlier, supplement is not for everyone, and not everyone needs it. So there will be some individual who will needs it more than others. So I'm gonna go through some guidelines that you can use in general to determine if you need any supplementation or not, right? Now, of course, the first thing to look at is your diet. If you are someone who is able to, hi Thomas, Thomas is back. Can't hear you. You're on mute.
Okay, yeah, I'm here via mobile, so
Oh,
uh,
okay.
so we'll just keep going. Let the show go on.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
And I will just do a quick check on the website, Facebook. All right. So I was just going into do you need to supplement? And the first thing to look at is obviously a person's diet. Now, if you are someone who is able to eat 6 to 9 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables daily, obviously you can get enough nutrients, so you may not need to supplement. All right. And also, the other thing to look at is a person on a long-term exclusion diet. What I mean by an exclusion diet is this person on a long-term diet program that requires him or her to remove a major portion of a food group. So for example, if someone goes on a ketogenic diet, they will totally remove carbohydrates, and they will remove a lot of fruits, a lot of different types of vegetables. So that is one type of exclusion diet. So if someone goes on a long-term exclusion diet, there is always a risk that you will run low in certain vitamins and minerals. Like in the case of keto diet, now I'm not trashing keto diet. In fact, I do recommend keto diet, but just be mindful that if you are on keto diet, for example, an exclusion diet for a long period of time, if you don't eat adequate vegetables to supplement back, there is to get enough nutrients, there is a risk of someone running low on vitamin C, vitamin B, and also calcium, magnesium, and other minerals, right? So just be very mindful of that. And if you intend to go on an exclusion diet for a long period of time, then it's always good to supplement with a multivite. And also existing health condition, certain health conditions, certain medication that a person is taking, you will require certain supplementation to replenish back. So for example, if someone is on statin because of high cholesterol, it is a known fact that in the long term, you will run low in CoQ10. So you may want to supplement back with CoQ10, right? And one of the signs is muscle ache. So if previously you find that you can exercise for 1 hour without extreme muscle fatigue and muscle ache, and then all of a sudden with this new medication, you find that you can only last half an hour, and then all of a sudden you have muscle ache, muscle cramp, extreme muscle fatigue. That is a sign that the statin is lowering the CoQ10 level, and you want to supplement back, right? Now, be very mindful as well if you're on medication that you don't supplement the wrong thing. So look for professional advice. Yeah. So the statin and the CoQ10 is quite a common issue, right? Now, other thing is your digestion health. I've noticed as well in my practice that a lot of people with digestive issues, they cannot digest properly, bloat, wind. Usually they are not able, or even acid reflux, they are not able to absorb certain nutrients very well. So one very common nutrients that they are usually low in is zinc. Right, so that, yeah, so digestion issue as well. Is there a long-term digestion issue that you have that will also give you tell you whether there is a risk of nutritional deficiencies? Your physical activities. Uh, I think today, right now, Thomas, people are more educated, so they understand. So I noticed that a lot of active people are taking supplements because they know and they understand that they cannot um, keep up with the nutritional requirements because of the active lifestyle. Few years back, I will always hear people saying that if I'm active, I don't have to worry about my diet.
Ah.
Yeah,
Mm,
and
mm,
they eat
mm,
whatever they want.
mm,
um
mm,
it
mm,
doesn't work that way. You just think of, I always use the car as the analogy. The more you run your car, the more you have to service your car, the more you need to change the oil, the brake oil, etc.,
mm.
etc.
Yes, yes.
So it's the
That is
same.
so true. Yes.
The more active you are, the more you work your joints, you break down your muscles, the more you need to regenerate. So the more nutrients you need to regenerate, the more vitamins, minerals, protein, fats. So
Mm,
yeah, so just be mindful if you are very active or you work in a
mm,
physical labor condition, like maybe you carry a lot of heavy stuff,
mm,
then yes, you do need higher amount of nutrients. And also stress
mm,
level, the more stressful a person is, the more nutrients they need, especially vitamin C and zinc, right?
mm,
So these are
mm,
four general guidelines that you can take note of as to whether you need to supplement or not, right? And if you think that,
mm,
yeah,
mm,
I need to supplement, then what do you supplement? I mean, what's the safest option to go with, right?
mm,
Of course, you can look for a professional, but let's say you're doing it on your own. So what's the safest option?
mm,
Functional food, because
mm,
it's whole food. You can
mm,
get functional food. Just make sure it's organic. You don't want to be eating a huge amount of non-organic powder with added colors and preservatives and all that.
mm, mm,
If you want to avoid animal products, choose one that is vegan based.
mm, mm,
Go for a multivitamins, a good quality multivitamins, which I will show you later the comparison. What are the
mm,
few things that you can look out for?
mm.
Omega oils, especially if you're someone who don't like fish, you don't eat seaweed, then yeah, omega oils,
Okay.
and additional antioxidant, especially those phytonutrients that I highlighted just
Mm,
now, or some herbal extracts for
mm,
additional antioxidant if you are exposed to a very toxic environment. For example,
mm,
one of my clients who he smokes 2 packs a day and then he works in a
mm, mm,
spray car painting workshop. So there's a lot
yes.
of toxic
Yes.
fumes. Yeah.
Yes.
So it depends on the
Mm,
environment, your
mm,
lifestyle, high
mm,
stress, physical labor, very active. So you can add
mm,
additional antioxidant and anti-inflammatory products.
mm.
So these are the four basic that you can decide which one do you want, right? For
Okay.
children, go with functional food.
Mm, yeah.
Children
Okay.
is
Yes.
omega oils and functional food would be good. If
Mm,
you're
mm,
adults, if you are busy, you just want to pop a
mm,
capsule multivite.
mm. Okay. So interesting with the children because, well, I have a 2-year-old. He's okay with vegetable product. I think he's okay. He likes that. I just wasn't aware that in terms of the omega oil. I mean, he can consume regular fish that we cook, and I suppose for now he will be okay without supplementing that.
For children, as long as
Mm,
they are eating healthily, they have
mm,
fruits and vegetables. Even
mm,
if fish, once a while they snack on seaweed,
mm, mm, mm.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, of course, there are certain elements as well
Mm,
genetically, like certain people will need certain amount higher. But as the
mm,
child grows up, you will
mm.
notice whether he or she needs additional nutrients or not.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting with the seaweed one as well. He can be quite he likes it actually.
Mm, a lot
Yeah.
of children do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Just make sure it's not overly salted, or at least
Yeah.
if it's salted, it's with some good salt. And other than that, seaweed is a very good source of omega
Okay.
3 oils.
Okay. 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 Cool.
Right,
All right.
so
Okay.
that's
Good.
the
Good.
basic recommendation. And then obviously, the main question is, okay, fine, I want a multivite. So how do I choose a good quality multivite? The price in general, because I've also
Yeah.
seen some unscrupulous people selling $2,000 for protein powders and fish oil. So yeah, but in
Oh wow.
general, usually
Mm, mm,
the price does tell you whether that supplement is of a better quality than others. Of course, check the ingredients, which I will show you the comparison. What do I mean by the ingredients? Um, for all, for all, for everyone out there who is not a therapist, who is not nutritionally
Yes.
trained, there are certain things that I've picked up. So
Yes.
you just do a comparison when you want to buy something, just to get an idea, right? The
Mm,
formula itself, is it a
mm,
good formula? Again, those you will need professional help.
mm,
But even if you don't understand the formula, the ingredients will tell you, right? So
mm,
usually brands that are committed to good quality, they make sure that their ingredients is good quality ingredients. All right.
mm, mm,
Of course,
mm,
the brand commitment, which you can go to their website, check out their history and all that. But
mm,
if you see those that is a physician grade, then
mm,
obviously those are better quality because they are for therapy use, therapeutic use.
mm,
You're
mm,
using it for people who are not well and you don't want the supplements to have lots and lots of unnecessary fillers and all those, right? So I'll show you now how do you identify the ingredients. So um, yeah, there's two here. There's a brand. I decided not to show the brands now. Okay, it's from a brand. I just picked out a brand from iHerbs, one cheaper brand. Now on iHerb itself, there are some very good supplements and there are some really horrible supplements like this particular one, right? So I just picked one that I know is not of a
oh
good,
dear.
yeah. So
Okay.
so I didn't show the
Okay.
brand, but I just wanted to show
Yeah.
a comparison. Then the other
Okay.
one on your right hand side is pure encapsulation, which is a physician grade.
Mm.
Okay. So one of the things you,
Ah,
of course, there are a lot of vitamins, right?
yes.
Now, usually the ones that are different between a good quality supplement and a bad quality is vitamin E. So you
Mm.
look at the vitamin E. Now the brand X, which is the no-no brand that you don't want to take a poor quality brand, realize
Yes.
that the vitamin E is DL alpha,
Mm.
whereas the good quality physician grade is just D alpha. It's not DL alpha. Do you see? Do
Oh,
you see that?
wow. Missing an L.
Yeah. So the DL alpha is synthetic,
Oh.
right? And the D alpha is extracted from a natural source,
Oh.
right? So that's the difference. And you will people tend to miss it because it's so small.
Yes.
Like who will look at it?
Yes. Yes.
That's the difference. So obviously
Wow.
the synthetic version is very easy.
Mm.
And a lot of, I'm not saying that this brand is using that, but a few years back, there were some brands who used oil and petrol to
Oh,
produce the synthetic vitamin E. All right.
oh, okay.
So just be careful that your
Mm,
vitamin
mm,
E is from a natural source. So check the vitamin E that is D alpha and not
mm.
DL alpha.
Wow. I'm learning something new today, Katrin. You know, we dot the I's and cross the T's. Now we have to look at the L.
Yes,
Look for the L.
yes, yes. It's so
Oh,
all
wow.
those small
Oh,
fine
wow.
print, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Now, other things that you can look out for. Okay, go to the minerals. It will be in a long list, like I said. So if you go down, you will
Mm,
realize the minerals. Look at
mm,
zinc.
mm.
Now, again, the cheaper brand, they will always give you zinc oxide,
Mm,
right? And zinc oxide is very poorly absorbed. So you will only get 5% absorption. And the
okay.
95% is useless. You can't absorb it. And that is also on the
Oh.
assumption that you have good digestive enzymes,
Ah.
digestion. Again, if your digestion is poor, you're probably absorbing nothing from that,
Mm,
right? So
mm,
a better option would be zinc citrate
mm.
or zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate. Other form, as long as
Oh,
it's not oxide,
yes.
right?
Yes.
So these are a few
Nice.
things that you can look out for. Another one, look at the chromium. Now, chromium is not found in all supplements, but if you
Mm,
do see it, notice is
mm,
chromium chloride versus
mm.
chromium polynicotinate.
Wow.
The research are all done under polynicotinate, not chromium chloride. But obviously, the
Oh,
chloride version is cheaper than a polynicotinate.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
And the vitamin B as well. Just take a
Mm-hmm.
look at it. The
Mm-hmm.
vitamin B, there's no copy
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have it here, but I just wanted to
Mm,
highlight
mm,
that vitamin B12. Now, in this case,
mm.
even for brand X, they are using a proper vitamin B12,
Yes.
but there are
Mm.
some even worse brand that they don't
Oh,
even give you proper vitamin B12.
wow.
Yeah, so what you want is B12 that is methylcobalamin. That's the
Okay.
B12 you want, and some brand will give you something else, right?
Oh, right,
So
right.
these are a few things to look at, especially the vitamin E, and then check your zinc or
Mm,
magnesium, either one, zinc or magnesium, to
mm,
see whether they are oxide or something else,
mm.
right?
So it's best if it's something else.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there is a chromium if it's available. If it's not, then it's fine. Sometimes chromium is not added,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Then obviously the dosing itself, you will realize, take
mm,
zinc for example, one is
mm,
15 milligram, the other is
mm,
25 milligram. So of course the dosing is
mm,
also different.
mm,
And
mm.
if the dose is lower in general for all the nutrients, if the active ingredients, the dose is lower, obviously at the end of the day, the capsule will have more fillers because they need to fill the capsule up. So usually it'll be
Okay.
filled up with rice powder, right?
Mm,
Okay.
mm. Okay.
Right. So that will give,
Mm.
okay.
Yes.
And
Oh.
earlier I mentioned that you can look for physician grade if you can find
Mm,
them.
mm.
If not, then you will have to go through the whole brand story. You need to do some homework lah, and go through the brand story to make sure that
Yes.
it's a reputable brand. So if you are looking for physician grade and you're wondering how would I know this is physician grade, okay, go to
Mm,
their website and look for this.
mm.
You will see things like that. Info for
Um,
patients
okay.
or open a practitioner account.
Okay.
So they are selling this, they're offering this to physicians for therapy use. So it's a
Mm,
different uh, type of supplements,
mm.
right? And
Okay.
the other one here, see, find a
Mm.
practitioner. Yeah.
Okay.
So these are little wordings on their website that will tell you whether they are physician grade or not.
Mm.
Okay. And then obviously, yes, purewellnutrition.com, my
Yes.
new company.
Yes. Yeah.
So so for those who are wondering, like, yeah, there are so many brands outside, I cannot be checking. So we are curating, we are looking, sourcing all those physician grade supplements to so that you can just go to our website and you are rest assured that the supplements there are physician grade. We also have functional food, which there. We also have functional food, like the green and red powder. So you can go to our website and check it out. And if you're not sure what you need, there is also a self-assessment. Know your own health so that you don't take the wrong supplement. Like I said, not everyone needs the same supplement, or like if you go to our website, you realize we have so many different types of multivitamins just to cater to your lifestyle. So there is the prenatal, there is the
Mm.
normal multivite, and then there is the more powerful multivite for people who are active. So even for multivites, there are so many different types. But for
Mm.
those who have like a serious health condition and you want to avoid taking the wrong type, then there is
Mm.
also the premium consultation service. All right.
Mm.
So anyone have any questions on supplements, you can ask now. This is my last slide.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is your almost last slide?
Yeah,
This is the
that's my
last slide?
last slide.
Oh, okay. 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 It's a miracle, because now the other Zoom has come back on.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just stop share.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. then I can see. But it's come on, but it's not really. Okay, it's just taking. Okay, I think it's almost here. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go.
I can see two Thomas now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you stop share.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, I've stopped share. Because I
Okay.
wanted to see whether you can.
Okay. So now the StreamYard, I think we'll do something with the StreamYard. Yeah. Let me avoid the feedback here. How do I do this properly? Let me unplug from this one.
I don't
Okay, you
know
can hear
how
me, right?
many. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Let me do that. Let me do that. Okay. Good. So what I'll do with the StreamYard, I think what happened is um, I'll post the Zoom one. I think the Zoom one was more consistent, and I'll post in the other platform because they might show lag with the StreamYard one today.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, great. So thanks for that. Really learned. Again, each time we share, each time Katherine shares, I definitely learn something, uh, something substantial, and it is something that I can do because I can look at the label, and now instead of looking at the label and wondering what to look out for, or wondering what I am looking at, now I can actually know what to look for, like looking for looking if to see if there's an L there. If it's an extra L, then chances are that's not what I'm looking for. And
Yeah.
it's and looking out for the chromium and the zinc and the magnesium, because they do have a lot of supplements do have these, but it's good to know which compound it the substance has, which compound the supplement has, because it does have implications. So yeah, so the simpler one looks like at the moment, right? Simpler one like oxide chloride may or may not be as effective as a
Yes.
little bit more detailed one, right? Because some of these actually are tested to work well with the body somehow, you know, and it's very very interesting, very very important to know that, because this is something that, yeah, definitely, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
A lot of it's not common knowledge.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it should be common knowledge.
Exactly, right. And that's why I'm so glad that we're just opening it up now, so that all of us here, on Facebook, on Zoom, watching on Zoom, on Facebook, you know, are able to know this information, because such information, as Katherine mentioned, should be common knowledge, and we really appreciate that you're able to, that able and willing to share this for free, because it's so, we talk about, I see this as, really the next level of nutrition, right? It's so easy to say, like, okay, when you're looking for something, look at the label, and then people look at the carbohydrate and the protein and the fat, and we've kind of like gotten used to that. But now when it comes to the supplement, it's not just that anymore, because first of all, they don't contain much of those, not too much. And second, it's the other active ingredient, which we may not, yeah, it's not many of us know what all these ingredients of the supplement uh, contain, especially all the minerals and things like that. And it's so easy to say, yes, iron's good for you, or zinc's good for you, and magnesium's good for you, but then which type of it? Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. and
Yeah.
and also to and also to relate the idea of whole foods with phytonutrient, with the herbs, and why they're classified as such. I think that's really important as well. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So So coming to Whole Foods, are they like in general easily, like in general or specifically easily consumed by people from across all age groups, or are there things to look out for?
No, Whole Foods are generally for everyone, all
Mm,
ages. The product that we have on PureWell, it's suitable even for kids as young as 1 year old.
mm,
So it's for the whole family. So in Whole Foods are generally for the whole family, from kids all the way to elderly. There are some Whole Foods product that are being formulated for very specific age group or for very specific reasons. There are, but usually it will be on the label to tell you that.
okay,
But the
okay.
ones that we have on PureWell, it's for everyone across 1 year old all the way to the elderly.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. So from 1 to 101, it's
Ah,
okay.
yes, right. And it's vegan and it's organic, so
Oh, yes, that's right. The whole range of them, right? More or
yep,
less.
yep,
Okay, that is cool. That is cool. So for and it's good to know for those of us who are increasingly conscious about what we want to consume and making sure that it minimizes the impact on environmental life or whatever that we are concerned about. I think that's an important thing. Okay. And for the supplements, if let's say we are to go for a supplement and then for some websites they take a self-assessment and then and and then we are how do we make sure that the assessment actually matches what the recommendation is?
oh, in the self assessment engine, there will be a lot of questions asked. So
Mm,
for those who are going to take the self assessment, be honest with your answers and be as accurate as possible, because otherwise the recommendation would be skewed, because it depends on what you are answering, right? And also be focused, because if you're not focused on a particular thing that you want to target, you're all over the place. Then when the supplements recommended will be all over the place too, you know?
ah,
Because
okay.
that's how self assessment works. But I want to highlight one thing that
Mm,
I think I have seen a few other self-assessment providers, other companies that do self-assessment as well, whether it's locally or whether it's overseas, right?
mm,
But at the end of the day, self-assessment is it both has to come hand in hand. So the quality of the vitamins, as I mentioned earlier, the ingredients itself has to be reputable. It has to be good. And then, of course, the self-assessment engine has to be accurate. So they both have to go hand in hand. Um, you can have a very good self-assessment engine that comes back and say, okay, you need vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin K, vitamin E. But then again, the company is supplying you with very cheap vitamins. Then it's not going to help either. So
mm,
you get what I mean by that. Yeah. So
absolutely.
yeah.
So it's also definitely to look at the company and whether the story as well, and make sure that they are actually uh, backed by professionals and actually professionals are actually using them
Yeah.
and actively recommending them. I think that's an important point,
Right.
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
And the other, oh yeah, and the label reading. The
Mm,
other thing that I wanted to highlight, like just now, when I showed you the ingredient label, everything was listed very clearly. Zinc
yes.
picolinate,
Mm,
magnesium citrate, zinc
mm,
citrate. Now there are some companies who don't list.
mm,
For whatever reason, they don't list it. So my take is, if you can't see it, then don't buy it, because you don't really know what's there. So they will just tell you calcium, magnesium,
mm,
zinc,
mm,
B12. But you don't really know, yeah, zinc what, magnesium what, calcium what. So so if you see companies that does that, then be
Yes.
a bit wary and be a bit careful, because you
Yes.
don't know what's that,
Yes. Yes. Wow. Yeah, that's a great point because it's true because I do see you previously lots of companies that do the zinc magnesium and then oh okay, like initially my initial awareness like oh okay they have zinc magnesium because we didn't know any better right, but now it's so important like what Katherine mentioned earlier is to really specifically yeah which zinc yeah yeah.
Because I've seen a lot in practice that people will often tell me, I've been taking a lot of supplements, I take this, I
Mm,
take that, I take that, but it's not
mm,
helping.
mm,
Well, if you are taking the wrong type, for example, you need zinc, but
mm,
instead of the good zinc, you're taking a zinc oxide, it's not going
mm.
to get absorbed. Obviously, it's not going to help. So you're
Mm,
probably spending like $20 every month for something that is not working at all. You know.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, right. Really appreciate that, the quality share that we've learned so far in terms of what to look out for in terms of the supplement and whether we need them. And it's true, like what you mentioned earlier in front, even if we may not have any need, then chances are a multivitamin might help, right? And then making sure that that's a quality one that gives us the actual vitamins and minerals that we need. And and yes, if we are at high stress and high physical load, what are the supplements specifically that we can look out for, right? And and if we're okay generally, we can look out for whole foods which may not need which we can get off the shelf, but at the same time, just to make sure that they are actually containing what they are supposed to contain, right? That they are truly organic and they're truly whole food and things like that. I think those are also very, very important. Wow. Okay. So, so Katherine, uh, suppose we want to find out a little bit more about what we might need, because there might be friends who saying, you know what, I've you know been I haven't I've been busy working on everything on work and with family and balancing all of these things, and then I may not know what I need
Mhm.
because I may not know what are the conditions to look out for, because I might be I don't know I might have a headache, but I may not know whether it's a headache that's just something that is just there, or is it something deeper, or whether I should look at it deeper, or maybe I just had an ache and pain, but I just imagine it's an ache and pain. So if I wanted to just speak to a professional, like now we're having a conversation, I really appreciate that, but uh, if someone wanted to have a conversation with you about that, like a consultation, how might we go about that?
Um, okay, we have, well, at least for Pure Well,
Hmm,
if you're not sure, there is a
hmm,
we have a premium consultation. We call it a
hmm.
premium consultation, but actually there is a 15-minute free for now,
Oh,
because of, yeah.
okay.
So you just go to purewellnutrition.com. You will see the tab right on the top that's premium consultation.
Let's see if I can share screen to do that. I'm being a bit ambitious, but I think we can do it. Okay, let's see which is our screen. I think this should be our screen. Let me share screen. Okay. Yes.
Oh, I see something.
Yes. Do you see it?
I see your Facebook.
You see my Facebook.
Okay.
Let's
Okay. Now
see.
I
You
see
see
a
a
blank
screen, a blank screen,
Chrome. Yes.
a blank Chrome. That is what you
W.
should see.
Correct.
And I'm gonna.
Pure well.
So this
Yes.
is the
Correct.
website. Yes. I'm so glad it's working. Okay, and we click on
Oh,
premium consultation.
yes. Oh, self-assessment is you do it yourself, as I mentioned
Mm,
earlier.
mm,
Be
mm,
focused, be truthful when you answer the questions. Premium consultation is when you want or when you need to talk to a professional.
So let's say I click on this. Oh, oh, we've got to sign up. Okay,
Yeah.
we've got to sign up in order to
Sign up.
access that.
Yeah, sign up or log in. Just use your Google
Okay,
account.
let's say I log in,
All right.
and let's say I sign in. This is an experiment. This is hand on heart an experiment. Okay. Uh, okay. Guys, bear with me because this is an old Mac that's about 10 years old. Yeah. So I click on sign in. Do I have to say sign in? Or I just click on sign in?
No,
I
you
think
just click
I should
on. Yeah, you just click
sign in.
on
Sign in. Yeah.
this account
Okay,
or
one.
whichever
Yeah.
account that you want to use.
So sorry, my mobile, it's all over the place. Okay, it's been signed in successfully, and okay, so the link now says schedule now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
So I click on schedule now, and there you have it. When you say schedule now, right, you can book a date for consultation, right? And you can choose the time that you're looking for, and you can choose right here free consultation,
Or 15
right?
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then you just
once you.
confirm that you're an adult,
Yep. Yes,
and then
please.
agree.
If you're
So
below
guys, it's
18
fine.
years, please get your parents to do this.
Yes, and they can sit with you and advise you if you're interested and if you may have some concern. Yeah,
Yep.
so that's also important. So that's where you go. Okay, so just sign in with your Google account and you should be fine. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then we will get back to you
Mm,
on the exact time,
mm,
right? So it's about 45 minutes for the
mm,
$60, free consultation, 15 minutes. So you can ask, good enough for you to ask us any questions or highlight any health
mm,
concerns so we can help
mm,
you to find the right supplements
mm,
targeted
mm,
for your health condition. All right.
mm. Wonderful, wonderful, Katherine. We're taking us through the walkthrough there. And then the self-assessment we have seen as well. So, okay, that's cool. Great. So, what's coming up next for for you, Katherine, in terms of Purewell?
Um, upcoming, we are planning a workshop.
Hmm.
I think it's on. Hold on, let me check the date. 27th, I think.
Yeah, it is on the 27th.
Yeah,
So I think
27th.
it says workshop here. So you
Yep.
can click on this link for details. It actually links to the events page. So this is the topic for our workshop, or yes, the next workshop. It's a 2-hour workshop on 5 common reasons why we are not losing weight.
Yeah, it's for those who have tried everything. You change your diet, you're exercising, and your weight is not moving.
Mm, mm,
All the move
mm.
is so minimal that it's negligible, and you're trying to understand why, what went wrong.
Mm,
Oh, yeah.
mm, mm,
What's
mm.
next? So in the workshop,
Yes.
we are going to highlight 5 common reasons. The
Mm,
reasons will cover dietary reasons as well as hormone imbalance reasons, and
mm.
then how you can rebalance it back naturally. Yeah, with some
Oh,
dietary adjustments. Yeah.
okay. Where there's no real need for medication and things like that for the
Usually
moment.
for hormone, there is none
Mm,
unless the person
mm.
decides to go for hormone replacement therapy.
Ah.
Right. So for anyone going for hormone replacement therapy, then you will have to see your doctor to do that, a
Mm,
physician to do that. Yeah.
mm. Great, great. And this will be on the 27th, 10 a.m. via Zoom.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, and it's interesting. Yeah, for those of us who are wondering about, how we're going to lose weight and things like that. Yeah, there's what have I tried before?
Ooh.
Oh, one of the things that I tried before, since we're on that topic, was it's literally like a crash diet, because what happened was I went to a seminar and they showed this video, and after watching the video, I was pretty traumatized. I was telling myself, okay, I'm never going to touch meat again, and I'm never going to touch carbohydrate again, and all I was going to have was vegetable and fish or something like that.
Okay.
That was all. That was all and it wasn't. So I was pretty much like, once I watched the video, I was pretty much scared out of my wits, right? And so so I was scared into this thing. I was scared into this thing. And here's the thing, right? Within 2 weeks, my system crashed actually. So it wasn't a sustainable thing, and I can totally resonate with uh, with that. And I wasn't losing weight. That's true. What the result that I had was a crash system, and yeah, and so that I found didn't really work for me, and I went for, what else did I try? I went for intense exercise, and I was like running. What was I running at the time? 20 kilometers per day.
Mm-hmm.
And I started with a base of 0. And again, it's not very advisable. So again, within like 3 weeks, I was like having cramps, and was it cramps? No, muscle tear, and then I got to a point where I couldn't get out of bed. So so these are some
Ah,
of the things that so it's literally, I think I was like overly taxing my system, you know.
yes.
Yeah, and overload. I think I was like training way overload, and didn't give my body time to recover,
Yep.
and things like that. So that was what I experienced. So I do urge, like, if you're looking to lose weight, or even just get body back to optimal, or I mean, and then we hear things like this, with friends and things like that, and then we feel tempted to just go ahead and do it. I would say, before you do any of that, just check out the workshop, and you can do that with things like simple things like diet, simple things like even if you do like moderate exercise, I think you can do that as well.
Mm.
Or and with moderate, I really meant moderate, because I used to go like moderate. Uh, I used to do some really interesting moderate exercise, which is like 10 kilometers a day. Doesn't sound moderate, okay? That's
Depends.
what
It
I learned the hard
depends.
way. Yeah, it depends, right? In terms of the pace and things like that. But still, it's one of the things that I can share is moderate for one person may be totally intense for another body. So it really depends on,
Yes.
yeah. So there's that. All right, great. So last comments to share, Katherine, before we close?
I just want to urge
Mm, mm,
because to go and check out the website and the workshop.
mm.
It's you're gonna learn a lot of things because we
Yes.
are going to talk about hidden costs, and it's a very common hidden cost that I see in a lot of people.
Ah.
Yeah,
Mm,
so
mm.
and yeah, just go and check it out and sign up. It'll be very
Yes.
interesting. You won't waste time. I won't waste your time. So please come check it out. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Like
Oh, and it
today, right?
applies. It applies to
Oh,
both
men and
men
women.
and women. Yeah, it's not just a women's problem. When I talk about hormone, it applies. This one applies across all. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'll be there definitely. Uh, with Katherine, when she does share, like today, it's like an hour, and again, it's full on. I've known Katherine for about 3 years now, and we've done live workshop together, and that was like, was it 3.5 hour session at the time? I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I think
correct,
so.
correct.
Yeah, and I can share, right? Once Katherine started, it was full on 3.5 hour, you know, full on, right? And just like a teeny 15-minute break, and then again just continue full. So Katherine really, is amazing in terms of the value that she brings. today was jam packed as well, and to 27th Saturday, it's 2 hour, and I'm this definitely is just going to be jam packed full of value as well. I'm really excited about that. I was excited about today, and then I'm gonna just have to hold my excitement all the way till the 27th because I know it's just going to be absolutely amazing experience, right? Okay, so thank you, Katherine, for sharing with us today. I will be putting the replay will be up once Facebook does this in the group, and I will be downloading and putting the replays up as well on the other platforms, because I think today's stream I had a challenge today. I was checking the back, and they had a challenge today. So yeah, so I'll put it up as well. Yeah, next, we're here as Multipreneur. We're here every Friday. Having said that, next week is the first day of the Lunar New Year, so we are taking a break this coming Friday. You might hear me, popping in just to say Happy New Year or something. It may not be on that Friday. Maybe later in this week or later next week. But yeah, the following week I'll be sharing a little bit. So I'll be sharing on the 19th on Solopreneur Profits. Yeah. So thank you all, and I will see you on the next slide. So feel free to comment, if you're watching the replay as well. So just feel free to do that. Just buzz us, and Katherine's online. When she sees it, she'll just address it as well, and I'll do that as well. All right. So we'll sign off the live for now, and then we'll debrief as well. So thank you all, and I will see you all in Multipreneur in next week. Probably something I'll just pop in. All right. So thank you all. See you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. How do I let me end live? Hang on. Oops, this is literally candid, right? So bear with us, guys. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's amazing. You know what? I'm embarrassing myself today. How do I do this? I think because I'm the host here, am I?
Are you the host? Yes, you are the
Oh
host.
dear.
We are
Hang
still
on.
live.
I know. This is so amazing. Let me sign off one account first. Let me sign off one account first. Oh, assign a new host. Okay, because I'm the host here. My mobile was the host. And then now when it's signed off, I should be the host. And then now that I am the host, now it becomes